Hello, everyone, and welcome. Sorry for startling some of you. Just want to let you know we're just waiting on a couple people just checking in right now, and one last graduate who's just getting ready. The plan is to start in about 2 minutes. We do realize that some of you weren't able to receive a physical program. There are QR codes for the program on the exit when you leave if you do want to have that as a memento. Okay, so please bear with us just another couple minutes. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Dunecrest American School graduation ceremony for the class of 2026. Our names are Mia and Parker, and we will be the masters of ceremony for the evening. Please now rise in welcoming the educators of Dunecrest American School into the auditorium.
Please remain standing and join me in welcoming our student candidates for graduation.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the playing of the UAE National Anthem.
Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the podium Abdul Rahman Ahmed, who will recite from the Holy Quran. Upon completion of the recitation, you are kindly asked to please refrain from clapping.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قاف والقرآن المجيد بل عجبوا أن جاءهم منذر منهم فقال الكافرون هذا شيء عجيب أإذا متنا وكنا ترابا ذلك رجع بعيد قد علمنا ما تنقص الأرض منهم وعندنا كتاب حفيظ بل كذبوا بالحق لما جاءهم فهم في أمر مريج أفلم ينظروا إلى السماء فوقهم كيف بنيناها وزيناها وما لها من فروج والأرض مددناها وألقينا فيها رواسي وأنبتنا فيها من كل زوج بهيج تبصرة وذكرى لكل عبد منيب ونزلنا من السماء ماء مباركا فأنبتنا به جنات وحب الحصيد والنخل باسقات لها طلع نضيد رزقا للعباد وأحيينا به بلدة ميتا كذلك الخروج صدق الله العظيم.
Graduates, please be seated. Thank you, Abdur Rahman. Thank you all for joining us here this evening to celebrate the accomplishments of this graduating class. It is a pleasure to have you all in attendance with us here tonight. And welcome to those who are joining us through our live feed. It is with great pleasure we are here to celebrate Duncrest's 6th graduation ceremony. We would like to take this opportunity to thank ESOL Education for their continued support in making this event possible.
To the graduates, please enjoy this evening of celebration that you have all worked so hard for. But please remember, the actual work is only about to begin. Best of luck to you all in your future endeavors, and we hope that you all look back on the time that you spent on Dunecrest fondly. Please be sure to visit us often and share with us all of your amazing news and accomplishments. At this time, we would like to welcome to the stage Mr. Michael Roberts, the director of Dunecrest American School.
Parents and friends of Dunecrest, Bassam Abiashakra, ESOL Regional Director, Principals Carter and Trochet, teaching faculty, and of course, most importantly, the class of 2026. Welcome to your graduation ceremony. Mahaba, ahlan wa sahlan. My name is Michael Roberts, and it's my honor to be the Director of Dunecrest American School. Class of 2026, this is my first graduation at Dunecrest. However, over my administrative career, I've approximately graduated over 2,000 seniors. Over the years, I've learned to spot a few things about the senior groups who are poised to walk the stage, shake hands, and receive a hard-earned high school diploma. I can see things like the one who'll trip up walking across the stage, the big one who gets overly excited, runs across the stage, and nearly knocks me over. The one who crosses the stage, shakes hands, but leaves their diploma behind. And the one who forgets to stop for photos, and then for the rest of their life never hears the last of it from their still grudge-bearing parents. I've also been fortunate to graduate 3 of my own children from high school, and I still remember what it's like to have teenagers in the house for what feels like forever. So, I hope I have something of value to share with you today. Now, what I say might be controversial. It might cause some upset, might cause some offense, so I apologize in advance, but I feel compelled to say it. Seniors, you've got to go. You need to leave. It's time to be on your way. I can hear some gasps. I see shock on some faces. Did he just say that? Surely not. But I also suspect that some parents, maybe even teachers, are thinking inside quietly, secretly, he's right, they do need to go. Let me explain. Why do you need to leave? Well, for one, you eat too much. Where do you put it all? When you were 12, your parents had to force you to eat. You can't eat that, or you can't use the iPad until you finish your food. They had to bribe you. You can have a chocolate cookie if you finish all your vegetables. Now you're like eating machines, human trash cans, and it costs your parents a fortune. And another thing, sleeping. When you were young and cuddly, you'd always be in bed at 7:30 at night and awake at 6:30 in the morning. Now you're creeping home at 4:30 a.m. and you don't get out of bed till 4:30 p.m. And clothes? A few years ago, you'd wear anything. An old dish rag, hand-me-downs, you'd wear your pants back to front. You'd walk around and run around with no shoes. Now it's Lululemon this, Nike that, Calvin Klein this, and electronics. They used to play with an old Nokia, found in the bottom of a drawer with no internet, no screen, and no battery. You used to just press the buttons and be happy. Now it's the most expensive iPhone, a MacBook Pro, smartwatch. I could go on, so I will. I'll say it again, you need to go. Now, I will admit that you do attempt to save some money on water, since showering isn't always a priority. But you make up for it for leaving all the lights on, leaving the aircon on, leaving the cooker on, and as I said, eating all the food. Now, I may or may not have been joking, but it is time to go. Because you're ready. You're all grown up and ready to enter the world that your parents have been preparing you for. And it's time for your parents to let you go, knowing that they've done their job, and you, sitting here today, all sassy and smiling, show that they've done that job well. And yet, when you do go, you leave behind an empty space and a sense of loss. And your parents, left behind, realize that this loss and your leaving has always been impending, always certain. And over the years, it's grown from a small, obscured blur into something vast and now inescapable. They've always known your leaving was inevitable, but they suppressed it, ignored it. But now, in your senior year, they cannot anymore deny it. And so, over your final year, months have dwindled into weeks, then into days, and on graduation have shriveled into minutes and now mere moments. Lately, you may have noticed that your parents have begun to hold on to you a little tighter. Message and phone you a little more often, and even ask you to stay home sometimes on weekends, just to spend a little more time with them. Occasionally, you may even find them watching you quietly, with an uneasy mix of pride at who you are and sadness at your irrevocable departure. All this because they want to hold on to you for as long as they can before they can hold on to you no more. And at the end of the day, this is the fundamental reason why you must leave, to save your parents from this strange sadness and allow them to get used to the newness that your reaching adulthood brings. And thus, as is the inevitable circle of life, leave you must. And despite the poignancy, pain, and pride your parents experience at your leaving, you have gifted them with the most powerful emotion parenthood provides, the love of another over oneself. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Roberts. We would now like to welcome to the stage Mr. Eric Barrett, our IBDP coordinator, to present the awards for this year's salutatorian and valedictorian.
It is my honor to recognize this evening the salutatorian and valedictorian for the class of 2026. These students have demonstrated outstanding academic achievement during their 4 years in high school. Please welcome to the stage the Dooncrest salutatorian for the class of 2026, Parshvi Bid.
Sorry. It's strange sitting out here right now, looking out at the people who've been a part of our lives for the past 4, or honestly, for some of us, even more years. Our faculty, our families, our friends, siblings who didn't want to be here, I'm looking at you, Gia, and most importantly, the Dooncrest American class of 2026. Good evening, everyone. For years, we've been counting down to this moment. We talked about graduation like it was some faraway finish line. We said things like, senior year is gonna fly by, or I can't wait to get out of here. And now, it's actually over. I don't think any of us were truly ready how someday could turn into today, into this very moment. When I first started writing this speech, I thought I'd instantly remember all the big moments from our years together. But when I first started asking teachers like Ms. Varsha about their favorite memories of a class, something she said really stuck with me. She said, it's not one big memory I have of you as a class, it's the memories I have of you individually. And honestly, I think that's what made our class so special. Because the moments we never thought mattered somehow became the moments we'll never forget. Like when IB Science managed to convince us that going to AquaVenture counted as experimental basis. And honestly, none of us even questioned it, because for once, the line between learning and fun completely disappeared. Or how every single conversation eventually becomes a social joke somehow. Or when a completely normal business class ended up with everyone wearing identical Aloy shirts, with Aloy's actual face printed on the back, which to this day is still a slightly sensitive topic for him. And I'll never forget football before winter break with Mr. Wood, or more accurately, watching Mr. Wood somehow score on all of us. This honestly says a lot more about his football abilities than ours. Nothing reminded us more about our childhood than International Day.
For a few hours, we forgot about grades and college applications and went right back to being 10-year-olds jumping on inflatables. Of course, that lasted until Neil somehow cut his face. But I think that's what I'll miss the most. Not just the big events or the milestones, but the completely random moments that somehow turned into memories without us even realizing it. The random side quests with Karma and HS and Econ, or the constant food break we all needed to have during tutorial. All these moments, little by little, shaped who I've become over these 4 years at Dunecrest. And honestly, I wouldn't trade this experience for anything in the world, unless the trade is getting 1 extra year before becoming actual adults. Because as exciting as tonight is, I think there's a part of all of us that's scared. Scared of growing up and leaving behind the version of ourselves that existed here. For the longest time, school felt permanent. Like somehow these hallways, these conversations, these people would always exist exactly the way they do right now. And maybe that's what growing up really is, realizing that nothing stays still forever. One day, you're sitting in IB Spanish, hoping Miss Brisa won't make you sit away for talking too much, and the next, you're sitting in graduation, wondering where all the time went. Somewhere between the deadlines, lunch breaks, stress, friendships, random hallway conversations, and moments we thought meant nothing at the time, we grew up. Not all at once, but quietly and slowly, in ways we probably didn't even notice until now. And even though none of us fully know what comes next, I think that's okay. Because the people sitting in this room today are some of the smartest, funniest, most resilient people I've ever met. And I'm not lying. We were never perfect, but we were real. And I genuinely believe a major reason for that is our incredible faculty and advisors. Mr. Wood, thank you for always being there, no matter the time, for guiding me through every YS project, every assignment, and every challenge I brought your way. More important, thank you for making me fall in love with economics and for sharing your endless wisdom with all of us. I'll always remember you as one of the best teachers I've ever had. Ms. Varsha, you somehow managed to make maths feel easy, which is probably the greatest achievement of anyone on the stage tonight. Your classes were always the one I most look forward to. Ms. Sheffield, thank you for your passion, your humor, and of course, your famous IB prediction of 99.93%. Your genuine love for English and TOK made me hate them a little less than usual, which is probably the highest compliment I can give. Ms. Abdullah, I genuinely could not have completed my extended essay without you. Thank you for reading it not once, not twice, but what felt like countless times. And finally, Ms. Zaina, I genuinely don't know how any of us could have survived the college application process without you. Thank you for reading more essay drafts than anyone should ever have to. As obvious as it may be, I would not be standing here today without my incredible family. Ma and Papa, thank you for every sacrifice you made, every opportunity you gave me, and every time you believed in me, even when I doubted myself. Everything I've achieved is built on the foundation you created for me. You've supported me through every success, every failure, and every challenge along the way. I hope one day I can make you even half as proud as I am to call you my parents. And to my grandparents who are watching this on live stream, hey there, I wish you could be here. I love you so much. And Gia, as your older sibling, I feel obligated to say that I hope you suffered through IB just as much as I did. But I feel like I'll miss you more than you ever know. And to my friends, thank you. Some of you have been with me since the day I started this journey in Dunecrest. Others became a part of my life along the way. But every single one of you made me feel this place like home. Shania and Najud, from the moment I arrived at Dunecrest in grade 9, you guys have been a part of my journey. At this point, I genuinely cannot imagine one without the other. You guys are not going anywhere, no matter what. You both are perfect, in a way. Lisa, you've somehow become one of my closest and best friends in such a short amount of time. You have almost never said no to anything I've asked you to do with me, and I hope that never changes. I love you more, baby. And Alicia, I still can't believe we're heading to the US together. Out of all the things I imagined when I first came to Dunecrest, that definitely wasn't one of them. I can't to see what comes next. Maria Wadi, my favorite Egyptian, I'm gonna miss you so much. But whether I mentioned your name or not, every one of you guys sitting in this room has played a role in shaping who I am today. Every conversation, every laugh, every memory has left its mark on me, and for that, I'll always be grateful. The people who helped me find my place in the world are now the same people I have to say goodbye to. And I think that's the part I never wanted to think about. Not just leaving the people I know and may stay in touch with, but the people who changed my life. The people we see every day may become people we see every once few years. And the friendships that once felt permanent will slowly become stories we tell. Stories we'll laugh about and miss. Stories we'll wish we could relive one more time. And I think that's the hardest part about growing up. The people who shape you don't always get to be beside you forever. But even if we all go in different directions, I hope every single person in this room knows this. You changed me. You helped me become someone who finally felt like they belonged, and that's something I'll carry for the rest of my life. Before we all leave tonight, I want everyone to do something for me. Look around this room. Really look. Look at the people sitting beside you, the people laughing, the people smiling, the people trying very hard not to cry right now. This is the last time we're all sitting here together like this, and probably the only time we will all agree on wearing the same outfit. So soon, this moment will become a memory. So take it in, remember it, because years from now, when someone asks where we came from, we'll remember this exact room, this exact night, and these exact people. And we'll proudly say, we're the class of 2026, and that will always mean something. I'd like to end with a quote with the greatest philosopher of all time. How lucky am I to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard? Winnie the Pooh. Looking around this room tonight, I couldn't agree more. Thank you, Dunecrest. Thank you, class of 2026, and congratulations, we did it!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage Zoe and Clara, who will perform a special musical presentation of When We Were Young by Adele.
Everybody loves the things you do, from the way you talk to the way you move. Everybody here is watching you, 'cause you feel like home. You're like a dream come true. But if by chance you're here alone, can I have a moment before I go? 'Cause I'm in myself all night long, hoping you're someone I used to know. You look like a movie, you sound like a song. My God, this reminds me of when we were young. Let me photograph you in this light, in case it is the last time that we might be exactly like we were before we realized we were sad, getting old, and made us restless. It was just like a movie, it was just like a song. I was so scared to face my fears, nobody told that's what you said when you left me. You still look like a movie. You still sound like a song. My God, this reminds me of when we were young. Let me photograph you in this light in case it is the last time that we might be exactly like we were before we realized we were sad of getting old. It made us restless. It was just like a movie. It was just like a song. When we were young, when we were young, when we were young, when we were young. It's hard to admit that everything just takes me back to when you were there, to when you were there. And a part of me keeps holding on, just in case it hasn't gone. I guess I still care. Do you still care? It was just like a movie. It was just like a song. My God, this reminds me of when we were young. Photograph you in this light in case it is the last time that we might be exactly like we were before we realized. Let me photograph you in this light in case it is the last time that we might be exactly like we were before we realized we were sad, getting old, and made us restless. Oh, I'm so mad you're getting old, it makes me reckless. It was just like a movie. It was just like a song when we were young.
Thank you, Zoe and Claire, for that wonderful song and tribute to our graduates. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my privilege to welcome to the stage the Dunecrest valedictorian for the class of 2026, Jad Abugaida.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As we sit in these gowns, happy, excited, and even possibly sad, we must take a moment to acknowledge those in the audience who have shaped and guided us as students. Most of all, the families who have devoted so much of themselves into us. We cannot say thank you enough. The faculty of the school as well, who has dedicated so much time to us and whom we will deeply miss. And now, to my fellow classmates and the class of 2026. These high school times have indeed been something. As a class, we spent much of middle school hopping on between Zoom calls and video games. We then moved into social distancing in the beginning of high school, and well, we all know what happened in the past few months. And despite all of that, we still made it. And no doubt, most of us became immensely happy when they canceled exams, except you AP guys. I don't know how you managed. I will miss many of the small moments and bonds that we made in lessons, in assemblies, in hallways, following big exams, and in moments of panic. All of which will long outlast the times that we spent in these walls. Yet some specific moments stand out. I think specifically of English class. Ms. Sheffield, the jokes you made in class made it so special, despite them being a bit mean and sometimes pointed at me. And I think on behalf of all the guys, we owe you a big apology on a multitude of things. And Math AA, Miss, you have had such a big impact on me as a student, and you made math enjoyable and not as awful and at least digestible. Thank you. I also think of the many good laughs that we had in economics and politics. ABD, you did not fail to amuse us once. I also cannot go without mentioning the many people on this stage who have made my time at the school so enjoyable. Most of all, Eyas, who spent much of high school teaching me that I do not actually need to know what I'm saying, as long as I say it with confidence and absolute unshakability. I will apply those lessons today. I'd also like to take a moment on behalf of the whole class of 2026 to thank Ms. Zaina. You have always stood by us and lent us a helping hand, despite the many thousands of emails we'd send you. Thank you. But now it is time to make new moments. Indeed, this is an exciting time, as Mr. Kuz would often put it. Someone who has exposed me to the study of politics back in middle school and has since shaped me, and to whom I owe a sizable debt of thanks to. Yet, as a student of politics and economics, I must admit that something is odd about these times. In an age of escalating conflict, the weaponization of technology in conflict, and deep societal divisions, politics is unfolding. And politics, if we must be honest, has not always been kind. Today, I want to tell you about how humans, even when engulfed in political subjugation and violence, what can only be conveyed as total darkness, have still managed to find light. Since the advent of humanity, those few with the capabilities and means have found endless ways to wound and subjugate whole civilizations and communities with devastating imagination. By manipulating language, we have dehumanized victims of ethnic cleansing of names and humanity in Cambodia. By exploiting laws, we have systematically dismantled indigenous identities and families in the United States. By deploying atomic mass weapons, we have taken the lives of many thousands of innocent civilians in Japan. Slaves, occupation, exile, the list goes on. And this is not only the politics of the past, it is also the politics of today. I think of Slive, a Congolese man who was only 5 when he witnessed his whole family be genocided. I think of Aisha, a Sudanese woman who was abused by an uncle at the age of 11 and made to be silent. I think of Devi, in the lowest class in India called the Untouchables, who explains happiness and as I quote, having food to eat. I think of Adil, one of 2 million Muslims in Xinjiang, China, who have been punished, beaten, and abused simply due to the faith they hold. And most of all, I think of the close to 1 million kids of Gaza and South Lebanon, who, among them Yazan Al-Kafani, Yazan Al-Kafani, who won't gain any type of education and will get no diploma today. And finally, I think of a quote I love most, entitled Al-Safina, thank you, Ms. Noor, which goes, just ask the Palestinian, who says that his life without his land is no life at all. And when I think of all of that and of all of the many, many voices which have been lost to time, I cannot fathom why some of us have been blessed with life and chance like myself and the many of us in the audience, while many like Yazin have not. I do not know why my path in life includes a home, a loving family, a school, and the chance to be speaking to you on this stage today. While in some forgotten land, someone with the same intellect, same passion, and ambition sits in a refugee camp with no gown and no diploma. I cannot begin to explain why this is my life. I simply do not know. But I do know this. Politics may shape the times that we live in, but it does not dictate what we choose to do with them. When faced with this thinking, I think of my dad, who has shown me what dedication to family looks like and has given up so much so that I can have this diploma. I think equally of my mom, who has shown me an abundance of affection when I needed it most. I cannot begin to put into any language how thankful I am to both of them. They both, along with my whole family in Lebanon and 2 cousins who sit in the audience today, almost became one of those lost voices in 2006. Fleeing conflict in Lebanon, they got packed into a Canadian evacuation asylum boat called the Aussie with a small innocent baby who they called Adam. Adam has been my chief witness to my many, many felonies and is someone who I look up to immensely. In the midst of what was complete darkness, they still managed to find light, a light that they would stop at nothing to give me and to give Adam. That light was education. Class of 2026, given these times and the many obstacles that we will face in college, it may be all too easy to give up and fall into darkness, but to quote one of the poems I hold closest to me, we must be audacious enough to find the light, even to be the light. Find the light that means something to you and go chase it, even when it may be difficult, even when you do not want to in the moment, even when the politics that so often shape us make it seemingly impossible to do so. I am living testament to that. All I ask of you is to not be too distant. Send that snap of something funny which made you think of us, message when something big and amazing happens, and take those few minutes out of a busy week to say hi. Thank you, and hats off to the class of 2026.
Thank you, Jad. Please welcome to the podium Regional Director of ESOL Education, Mr. Bassam Abu Shakra.
Parents, colleagues, dear graduates, let's start by saying congratulations to all of you. We at Dunecrest are very proud of you. You should be very proud of yourself. But tonight, by far, the happiest and most proud people are the people sitting out here, your families, who've sacrificed a lot for you to be here and graduating from here. So please give your families a round of applause. Also, as both Jad and Prashva did, you are thanking your teachers. They care very, very much about you, and they're very proud of you and happy to be here watching you graduate. So I think we owe them a round of applause also. Okay. Unfortunately, you might be disappointed, but I've been told to keep my speech short this year. So sorry about that. But Dunecrest, this is Dunecrest's 8th year. It's still a relatively young school, but ESOL Education that owns Dunecrest is 50 years old this year. And the organization owns 10 schools, Dunecrest being one of them and my favorite. I think many of you here, not many, I should say a few of you here were attending other schools prior to Dunecrest that were part of ESOL Education. If you were, can you please stand up? All right. Okay. Thank you. Yes. You are one. Yes. Okay. Then, if you'd started in KG, please keep standing. If you have not, please have a seat. Okay. MashaAllah. Thank you, guys. Thank you. All right. Great. Very happy to see that. I've been living here in the UAE for 20 years, and I've seen and enjoyed the unparalleled success and growth that we've experienced here. As we know, the UAE was very successful in navigating many crises, COVID, global financial crisis, threats to the region, and now we find ourselves with another challenge. We, as we've all experienced, have been targeted with more drones and missiles than any other country, with over 3,000 launched our way. But me, not for a second was I scared or did I doubt that we'll all be safe. Okay? We've seen that the leadership of this country looks out greatly for its citizens and residents, and we saw that right after it started, 99% of these things were knocked down, more than anywhere else. Billions and billions were spent on protecting us and protecting the country, and I'm sure that will continue. So I'm very thankful to the government and the armed forces of the United Arab Emirates for protecting us. And graduates, I just have two pieces of advice for you. Firstly, as Prashva said, you are probably scared and nervous about the next step, next phase of your life. And I would tell you it's fine to be nervous, just don't be afraid to take risks in your life. I'll give you two examples. Henry Ford, who founded Ford Motors, he's known for finding a way to mass produce cars. And when he went to get investors to make cars affordable to everybody, and not just very wealthy people, the investors said, oh my goodness, if there are that many cars, there has to be gas stations all over, and that will never happen. They told him, don't go through with your idea. But he believed in his idea. He went through, he used his own money, and obviously he was very, very successful. The two brothers, Wilbur and Orville Wright, who invented the airplane, it took them 15 years to invent the airplane. They never gave up. They knew they were onto something, and they were successful. Funnily enough, it was when they took many, many months off to actually watch birds. That were the only things that could fly back then, and learned about wings and then designed their airplane back in 1905. The second piece of advice I would give you is, I've seen this many times I've always seen this over the years. Your best friends, for most of you, your best friends for the rest of your life are sitting on the stage with you, okay? So as Jad said, try as much as possible to stay in touch with each other. Stay in touch with Dooncrest. We're very proud of you. Congratulations. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Abu Shakra. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the podium Secondary Assistant Principal, Mr. Curtis Trottier.
Dooncrest American School opened its doors in August 2018, and the class of 2026 is the 6th graduating class. On behalf of ESOL Education and the secondary school leadership team, I would like to honor those students who have been enrolled at Dooncrest since its inception. Graduates, please stand. Would the students who joined Dooncrest in grade 11 please sit? Would the students who joined Dooncrest in grade 10 please sit? Would the students who joined Dooncrest in grade 9 please sit? Would the students who joined Dooncrest in grade 8 please sit? Would the students who joined Dooncrest in grade 7 please sit? Would the students who joined Dooncrest in grade 6 please sit? Ladies and gentlemen, the students still standing are the graduates who have been enrolled at Dooncrest since its founding year in 2018 as grade 5 students. Please join me in recognizing Jad, Abdullah, Aloy, Sasha, Iyas, and Omar. Thank you. Please be seated.
Next up, we have this evening's commencement speaker, who is chosen by the graduates of the class of 2026. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage IBDP Business and Economics teacher, Mr. Wood.
Good evening, graduates, parents, siblings, teachers, administrators, and all Dunecrest staff. This is a major accomplishment for everyone in this room right now. Graduates, all of us that have had the privilege of being a part of your story could not be more proud of what you have accomplished and overcome to be here today. We are also grateful that you'll be able to be recognized for this incredible yet complicated journey that has christened the path of the class of 2026. I wish you congratulations from the bottom of my heart. I'm so honored to be given the chance to share a few words with you today. When preparing a speech like this, you ask yourself, should it be funny, motivational, emotional? For me, I just simply wanted to be practical and honest. I'm standing here today not by accident, but also not because my life followed some perfectly designed plan. I took this position in Dubai because it aligned with a few guiding principles I've developed over the years. When I was 18, I thought success would be much more linear. Graduate high school, go to college, earn a degree, get a job, get married, have kids. And while all of those things did eventually happen to me, it was far from simple. On my first day of college, I walked into my French literature building, and there was a piece of paper that was taped to the door, and it said, apply for a scholarship. So I applied for that scholarship. I was lucky enough to be one of the few who applied for the scholarship, and I won it. And I got to spend the next 3 years interning, teaching, and studying in France, Russia, and Ireland. That experience completely changed my life. It became a foundation of who I am today, and it opened up doors I could never imagine for myself. You never know when a small piece of paper or a conversation can change the trajectory of your life and your career. So I'd love to share a few bits of advice and some of those guiding principles. Observe what is going on around you. Look at what people are doing. Take mental notes. Those will be the opportunities to help you discover your niche. Your reward in life, be it financial or not, will likely be based on the perceived value that you're able to offer others. Help make people's lives easier, and you'll always be rewarded for your efforts. This holds true for jobs and business endeavors. Don't live in fear of jobs being replaced by computers and robots. Of course, there will be some changes to the labor force as well as the jobs that are available, but humans are the lifeline of the economy. Recognize these changes, adapt with them, leverage them, and seek out opportunities in the path that serves your version of success. Study personal finance. Money is a tool just like any other tool. It allows you the freedom to make choices based on your success criteria. Understand the power of compound interest, both in terms of debts and return on investment. Consistency will be your greatest form of growth, contributor to growth. My grandfather always used to say to me, don't only plan for what you want to happen, but what could happen. You don't want money to be the deciding factor for all of your decisions in life. Keep a journal. This may be my largest piece of advice. Be honest about your thoughts, your feelings, your experiences. Take a look back at it over time and see if you can discover any consistent themes. Don't allow this to be a chore. It can just be a running Google Doc or something like that. But this is perhaps the most meaningful habit that I've developed in my adulthood. You need to understand that circumstances in your life will consistently change. The jobs you have, the people, the weather, the global political climate, the location. If you're able to recognize these themes, they become a guiding star for your choices, and those themes become your personal form of validation. It's okay to make mistakes that may seem insurmountable right now. There are very few mistakes that you can make today that you won't be able to bounce back from. The opportunity cost of taking risk right now is incredibly low. Time is your greatest form of currency. Be kind to people. We're all just a bunch of humans trying to figure this out for the first time. Try to give people the benefit of the doubt because you never know what they're going through. And on that note, be kind to your parents. Understand them, forget and forgive quickly, and love them well. Your family will likely be your #1 supporter throughout your life, so you should be there for them as well. You've got some close friends sitting around you today. You're lucky to be living in a day and age where communication is much more accessible. Keep in touch with each other. You may grow differently, but as you age, those friendships will become a major and central part of your support group and the people that already know your story. It's been a pleasure teaching you guys the last 2 years. Many of you have babysat my son Adrian, and you've had my wife Claire as a sub. And you will always remain, and you'll be a part of my story. So, Let's calculate for a bit. Between IB Econ and Business, Enrichment, Advisory, Girls Football, Extended Essay, YIS, DECA, the Leadership Committee, and our trip to Kuwait, I've spent nearly 1,000 hours of direct instruction time with many of you over the last 2 years, and I'll never forget these experiences. I'd like to share a few of your highlights. The girls football team's 7-1 victory this year. Congratulations. The student-led Youth Investor Society, where you held meetings for younger students and mentored them on personal finance. Beginning the first UAE chapter of DECA, and unfortunately having it rug pulled from us by DECA themselves. Practice interviews and building CVs and enrichment. Your presentations in Kuwait and meeting the U.S. ambassador. Your messages at 11 p.m. the night before exams requesting for extra help. Coordinated efforts to delay exams, which sometimes worked. The dances where you confiscated my son for hours at a time. Your last minute efforts to finish your IAs. But most importantly, just getting to know you guys and laughing with you guys. You're a great group of kids, and I'm so excited about your futures. It is such an incredible time to be entering the world of university, or any other chosen path for your success. The digital tools at your disposal, the ease of travel, and the ease of communication. The future is truly bright, and your generation is perfectly poised to make a lasting positive impact in this world. I wish you all the absolute best in this next chapter, and I do hope you'll stay in touch. You're going to crush it, class of 2026.
Thank you, Mr. Wood. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage secondary school principal, Mr. Dylan Carter.
Students, please stand. Mr. Abu Shakra and Mr. Roberts, as high school principal of Dunecrest American School, I certify that the candidates for graduation of the class of 2026 have met the requirements set forth by the Dunecrest Board of Directors, the Middle States Association of Colleges and Schools, the International Baccalaureate Organization, College Board, and the Knowledge and Human Development Authority of Dubai. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now present the graduates of the class of 2026. Students in the middle and back row, please sit. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the high school counselor of Dunecrest American School, Miss Zaina Mugani, who will present the class of 2026.
A candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma, a member of the National Honor Society, graduating with honors and studying economics and political science at Columbia University in the United States of America, Jad Abu Ghayda. A candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma, the President of the National Honor Society, graduating with honors and studying economics at University of Southern California and the United States of America, Parshvi Bid. A candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma, graduating with honors and studying fashion design at Polymoda in Italy, Nujoud Abu Annab. A candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma, graduating with honors and studying economics at the University of Manchester in the United Kingdom, Abdulrahman Ahmed. Graduating with honors and studying mechanical engineering at Queen's University in Canada, Zaki Al-Bustami. Attending National Military Service and planning to pursue his studies in cybersecurity at the UAE State Security Department in the United Arab Emirates, Abdullah Al-Gargawi. Studying artificial intelligence and business at the American University in Dubai in the United Arab Emirates, Mira Al-Juhani. Graduating with honors and studying nutrition at King's College London in the United Kingdom, Jadi Al-Khuraifi. Studying medicine at Gulf Medical University in Ajman in the United Arab Emirates, Hiba Al-Nasra. Studying business administration at the University of Wollongong in Dubai in the United Arab Emirates, Ramiz Albi. Studying engineering science at Simon Fraser University in Canada, Ahmed Ali. Studying mechanical engineering at Universidad Francisco de Vitoria in Spain, Dwayne Namdi Anone. Planning to study business marketing at Zayed University in the United Arab Emirates, Ayla Atatra. Attending National Military Service and planning to pursue his studies in finance in the United Arab Emirates, Yusuf Atatra. A member of the National Honor Society, graduating with honors and studying architecture at the American University of Sharjah in the United Arab Emirates, Jana Azzam. Studying accounting at Bunker Hill Community College in the United States of America, Ralph Barakat. A candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma and studying Applied Data Science at Syracuse University in the United States of America, Aloy Bomek. Studying Business Management at University of Toronto in Canada, Ayan Chaudhry. Graduating with honors and studying business management at University of Toronto in Canada, Nail Chaudhry. Studying law at Sorbonne University, Abu Dhabi, in the United Arab Emirates, Zineb Sharifi. Middle row, please stand. Planning to study fashion design at Santa Monica College in the United States of America, Platon Chistyakov. Studying engineering at Curtin University, Dubai in the United Arab Emirates, Kronia de Villiers. Studying international business at Universidad Europea de Madrid, Leah Demeca. A candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma and studying Business Administration at Furman University in the United States of America, Senzo Dingan. Studying Foundation in Engineering with Physical Science at University of Birmingham, Dubai in the United Arab Emirates, Osama El Reyes. Studying Mechanical Engineering at University of Nottingham in the United Kingdom, Sarah Furkan. A candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma, the Vice President of the National Honor Society, graduating with honors and studying international relations at Universidad Nebrija in Spain, Aya Sofia Ghanem. A candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma, a member of the National Honor Society, graduating with honors and studying architecture at Polytechnic University of Valencia in Spain, Sasha Grignon. Graduating with honors and planning to study medicine at the University of St. Andrews in the United Kingdom, Sidra Hashmi. Graduating with honors, a member of the National Honor Society, and studying neuroscience at University of Puget Sound in the United States of America, Tala Hafiz. Planning to study business administration at Luis Business School in Italy, Nancy Hamid. A candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma and studying Fine Arts at Art EZ University of Arts in the Netherlands, Nuruddin Hashim Mohammed. Planning to study business administration at Luis Business School in Italy, Elizabeth Heiska. Planning to study physiotherapy at Griffith University in Australia, Minjun Jung. A member of the National Honor Society, graduating with honors, and planning to study architecture, urbanism, and building sciences at Technical University of Eindhoven in the Netherlands, Aya Kashani. Graduating with honors and studying finance at University of Exeter in the United Kingdom, Ryan Khaldi. Studying politics, philosophy, and economics at University of Sydney in Australia, Karma Al-Lughani Kher. Studying mathematics and statistics at Concordia University in Canada, Sasha Klein. Studying mechanical engineering at Heriot Watt University, Dubai, in the United Arab Emirates, Ivan Kosenko. Planning to be a chef and pursue a career in culinary in Canada, Ella Kvern. Back row, please stand. A candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma, a member of the National Honor Society, graduating with honors and studying accounting and finance at University of Edinburgh in the United Kingdom, Iyas Malaysia. A candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma, a member of the National Honor Society, graduating with honors and studying accounting and finance honors at University of Bath in the UK, Neil Menon. Studying international business at Universidad Europea de Madrid in Spain, Artem Mezhvev Klimenkov. Studying international business at Universidad Europea de Madrid in Spain, Matvey Mezhvev Klimenkov. A candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma, a member of the National Honor Society, graduating with honors and studying architecture at University of Texas at Arlington in the United States of America, Alicia Mohammed. Planning to study visual communication and digital media at the American University in Dubai in the United Arab Emirates, Rayyan Muawad. Studying artificial intelligence and business at the American University in Dubai in the United Arab Emirates, Devin Pehar. Studying design studies at Heriot Watt University, Dubai, in the United Arab Emirates, Yegor Prozorov. Studying psychology at University of Birmingham, Dubai, in the United Arab Emirates, Melissa Raya. Studying biomedical science at University of Birmingham, Dubai, in the United Arab Emirates, Najia Sayed. Graduating with honors and studying mechanical engineering honors at University of Leicester in the United Kingdom, Mahmoud Siddiq. Studying business management with marketing at University of Birmingham, Dubai, in the United Arab Emirates, Noura Shahabi. A candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma, graduating with honors and planning to study medicine at the Albert Einstein Hospital School of Medicine and Nursing in Brazil, Alice Suarez de Lima. Studying media and communication at King's College London in the United Kingdom, Tia Talib. A candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma and studying Marketing and Management at Newcastle University in the United Kingdom, Maria Wadia. A member of the National Honor Society, graduating with honors and studying economics at IE University in Spain, Lucas Wallet. Studying visual communication and digital media at American University in Dubai in the United Arab Emirates, Omar Watad. A member of the National Honor Society, graduating with honors and studying marketing at Grove City College in the United States of America, Luke Welkner. Studying business marketing at Westminster University Kaplan in the United Kingdom, Malak Youssef. A candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma and studying European law at Maastricht University in the Netherlands, Laura Zettel. Back row, please be seated. Please welcome back to the stage the Dunecrest Secondary School Principal, Mr. Dylan Carter.
Students, please rise. For over a century, the turning of the tassels has symbolized the ending of one chapter in the Book of Educational Progress and the opening of the next. Dunecrest American School Class of 2026, please turn your tassels in a symbolic gesture of the completion of your high school career. By the power vested in me by the Director of Dunecrest American School, Mr. Michael Roberts, I hereby confirm your graduation this third day of June 2026 here at Dunecrest American School. Ladies and gentlemen, I proudly present to you the graduates of the class of 2026. Thank you. All right. Thank you, parents, for trusting us with the education of your children and for supporting them and us during this journey. Graduates, we wish you all the best in your future. The graduates will now recess out to the cafeteria area where the families can meet them for pictures and light refreshments, and make sure that you jump into the photo booth and capture this memory. So parents, let's please stand as our graduates leave.